All right. Time for a retraction. As you may remember from another video about NPR's Intelligence Squared program, Afghanistan, a lost cause, where I accused the program director of deliberately censoring the program. And it did air. They did rebroadcast it last Thursday. So I don't know if it was my bitching or not. Probably other people complained. But they did rebroadcast it. And so in all fairness, I had to eat shit and send him an email apology. And he replied to wit: "Dear Azot, our pleasure. I plan to triple check the files." But here comes the PS. "The program we get from NPR is a shortened version of the full debate. They try to cut these things into hour-long programs because most stations did not want to air 2-hour debates. Go figure." Okay, but that still does not explain why the first 10 minutes of the broadcast were dead air. If you're going to edit it, edit out the dead air and not just leave it in. So that takes care of that. As far as the actual program itself goes, well, it's still bullshit. The way this debate is set up is whoever changes the most minds wins. Well, how they do it is you vote twice. You vote whether you're for or against or undecided at the beginning, and then you take a vote at the end to see if your view is still the same. And of course, it's completely bogus bullshit voting, because those who have their minds made up, in this case the pro-war people, will just simply vote undecided the first time, and then on the second round of voting they've had a revelation. Their minds have been changed. The persuasive logic of the pro-war bullshitters has just simply shown them the truth, and so they change their vote to pro-war. Of course, thereby the pro-war people have won the debate. Completely bogus. So anyway, that takes care of that portion. While I'm speaking, you may have noticed on the wall behind me a reproduction of Norman Rockwell's famous World War II painting, The Four Freedoms. And maybe I should take it down to... No, there's too much light glare. What I think I'll do instead is just bring you to it. So carefully lift this up. Don't worry, I've got you. You're not about to fall. Whoop, just joshing. And we come up to the painting here. Ignore the light fixture, because if I didn't have it on, you couldn't see a friggin' thing. Okay, the first one here, freedom to worship. That's for you, ABS. Freedom from fear. Freedom from want. And freedom of speech. All right. Come down here. Well, there is also a fifth freedom, unmentioned up above, without which the other four would not be possible, and for which that war was also fought. The freedom to resist. The right to resist bullshit, as well as other injustice and oppression. Without that, the other four freedoms are not realizable. And there is no freedom of any kind, all four up there, or number 5, that is being fought for in Afghanistan. Yes, it is a lost cause. For the same reason Gandhi gave the Brits about leaving India. Eventually, you will walk out, because you cannot be a master in someone else's home. No matter how much blood and treasure and bullshit you squander, that's how it's going to be. End of conversation. And as always, thank you for choosing YouTube as your form of communication.